Hi. Good morning. It's 2:15 on Saturday morning. Because I'm dedicated to my YouTube channel, so I set my alarm to make sure I can, get all the production stuff done, before you guys wake up. Sorry. Hey, hi. Thanks for dropping back in. Thing is, if just one of you shows up, it makes it all of this worth it, so thank you. If you're new here, good luck. That's all I'm going to say. So, all right. I've got a big show for you. The gym show, right? Narcissist, right? Okay, so just to get that clear. Um, so some good news and some bad news. So the good news is you can tell that it's 2 a.m. and one of you left a very scathing comment. You said you forgot to turn Lumpy on. So, all right, so let's do that then. All right, there we go. All right. Is that okay? Are you feeling good? Okay. He's waking up too. All right, now you guys. So so I've had 3 infusions, 3 chemotherapies, and well, the good news is I'm still feeling good. I don't know. Well, we're going to talk about that. I almost said I don't know why, but I've got some ideas of why I might be feeling better this time. I'm doing things a little bit different. Differently? Different. I'm doing things differently. So, yeah, we'll talk about that. The bad news is, well, actually, it's good news. But, last time I lost all of my hair, right? Even my eyebrows and my eyelashes. And I was talking to people at work and we're kind of joking about it. And I said, yeah, I look like a hard boiled egg, just round, white, smooth, Yeah. Well, yeah, white, round, smooth. But so I'm thinking, okay, is the same thing going to happen? Probably. I don't know. So I just went back here and I just gave a little tug. And yeah, well, I can't show you now because it's all gone. But I pulled out a little tuft, I think would be the word for it. Yeah, I didn't pull hard. I just, and yeah, I pulled out a little tuft of hair. So I'm like, well, okay, well, so I shaved it all off. I showed you my, my we did that before, right? I like doing sound effects. Sorry. So I shaved it all off because I would rather all of this end up in the sink, rather than, wake up in the morning and, I've got a new puppy, It's like, oh, you weren't here last night. Okay, well, good morning. How you doing? Okay. Go to your side of the bed. Quit hogging the bed. Go over to your side. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, my antipsychotic is working really well, you guys. By the way, come to find out, prochlorperazine maleate is the same thing as Zofran. It is Zofran. Zofran is the trade name, and prochlorperazine is the generic name. which I thought was weird. The fancy, like the chemical name. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. So, um, big show, but I forgot the first thing. So let me look at my notes. Ooh, pick me. Yeah. So it's early. I'm a little bit loopy, you guys. Maybe more than usual. I don't know. But remember, we had a contest to see what my water bill is going to be, the dollar amount, because the spray nozzle on the end of my hose froze and busted all apart. But I left the valve on the outside of the house, and so it pumped 21,000 gallons of water into my backyard. Remember that? So if you haven't left your guess yet, hurry up and do it. Put me on pause. Go over to community, and I left a post out there. Leave a guess how much my water bill is going to be. All right, hurry up. All right, so I got my water bill. All right, are you ready? This is muy importante. Residential electric. Yeah, no, that's not $74. What? Geez, I got to get my solar panels hooked up. I actually, in my defense, all this crazy stuff going on, I actually had all this stuff hooked up, and I was running my living room off of batteries, just so you know. I'm not just a mad scientist, hence the channel name. Okay, so water. Service charge. $37? What? Consumption. $2.53. The total is $39.74. So, okay, this must be last month's or something. So this is, sorry, maybe, I don't know, maybe this is not, I don't think maybe this is not the, I think I need to wait for the next, because I don't think, so sorry. So we'll do that next time. All right. But did you notice, I've got my new hat on. That's the other good news. And it matches the microphone, see, I can't do much, but I do what I can, for you guys. So I forgot what's next. All right, let's do something next. Okay, so I decided to skip those fancy titles in between the segments, where I put in, the logo or whatever in music, and you know what I'm talking about, right? In between the, because I just don't feel like it. All right, go get your own channel. This one's mine. What time is it? It's a little bit later. All right, so just so you know. Now, have you ever had a glass, I don't know, maybe half full or something of, filtered water with a little bit of lemon juice in there? No, I'm not having a cocktail at 2:30 in the morning. Shame on you. No, I've got my coffee. But do you ever have a glass and it's sitting like right next to your mouse, and then you're thinking, well, I'm going to knock it over. I know I'm going to knock it over. So, as us smart people do, we make sure we have our Swedish dishcloth ready, right? So, yeah, I did. But, this event happened over there. You can't see it, but it's over the monitors and like over that way. But so I had a glass of water, and it was sitting next to my mouse, and I bumped it. But I had my Swedish washcloth, link in the description. It's not sponsored or anything. I'm not getting a kickback or anything. But oh my gosh, you guys! So I, duh. I did this, I was reaching for something, or I don't know, and it went all over. You throw this down on there, and oh my gosh, you guys, I ordered these, hadn't used them yet, but geez, they suck up It's sucked up almost that entire glass of water, and you just wring it out and keep going. It's not like a paper towel. These things are the best thing ever. I'm going to carry one of these with me wherever I go, right? In case I knock something over. I'll keep it right here in case one of the lava lamps takes a dive. It's like, oh geez. So Jim's helpful tip of the day: Swedish washcloth. Go get one today. Order now and you'll receive the rest of this video. That's what you're going to get. Okay, so the other bad news, we don't have any new subscribers this time. I'm a little disappointed. So, wait, what else was I going to do? I was going to do something after that. Man, I can't remember what I was going to do. But you guys, have you ever been laying in bed and your brain is going like 100 miles an hour and you know you should probably go back to sleep, but you're thinking about something and it's like, I want to sleep, but I'm going, 100 miles an hour. Anybody, I'm just saying. So that kind of happened this morning. So I'm like, oh, to heck with it. I'll just do a video instead. Right. So. Okay, so do you guys remember this? I was downsizing and I found this thing that I did for my mom and dad for their 40th wedding anniversary. It's 40 funny stories that I typed out of just me growing up as a kid. So I went through this a little bit and I'm just laughing at myself. But so I'm going to tell you one of those stories from out of there, and then we'll talk about. Well, let's do this first. Let's get the medical stuff out of the way, and then I'll tell you the funny story. So you guys, what I'm doing different this time is I am taking a boatload of supplements and stuff, and what I might do. I might, instead of going through all of them on here, that would take forever. Vitamin D3, it's good for your toenails, or it's good for, growing your hair back or whatever. Instead of listing them all and explaining them here, I'll just put them down below. But yeah, I've added a lot of, wait, hang on. Okay, so anybody have one of these? Anyone? So, all right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Just, a handful, a mittful, a gloveful, 14 different, vitamins, meds, supplements, all kinds of stuff. So I'm taking stuff now, and I have been this entire time, even when I was in remission, and I think that has really, really helped. There's a couple of things, magnesium and ALA, alpha lipoic acid, that has really helped with my neuropathy, the tingling in my fingers and in my feet, when I can tell if I forget to take these, a couple of days in a row, I'm like, oh geez, grab something out of the freezer and it's like, holy mackerel, you know what I mean? So, and I've told you this multiple times, how I stir stuff into my coffee, creatine, glutamine. Those were kind of known for being bodybuilding supplements, and then a big scoop of protein powder in every cup of coffee. But I just found out that do not mix creatine in your coffee because caffeine negates the creatine. It makes the creatine less effective. So what I decided to do is just do the glutamine and the protein in my coffee, and then when I go downstairs and start lifting, I still haven't done that, you guys. You need to get on my case about that, you guys. Get your butt down there, because I really do need to start doing that. But I'm going to mix up, probably 2 scoops of protein powder and whip that up, and then that's my pre, during, and post. You know what I mean? So I drink a little bit before I lift, and then I sip on it while I'm lifting, and then I chug most of it, because the best time, excuse me, I didn't broken that time. The best time to have protein is within a half an hour after you're done lifting. So, yeah, so there you go. So the funny story. So does that make sense, you guys? I'm taking these supplements, just tons of them. And I think that has really helped keep my energy up. And, I'm able to go up and downstairs with my basket of laundry, no problem. I'm not losing my balance as much. Now it might hit me later, you guys. I don't know. But I've only had 3 chemos, but I'm thinking, doink. Well, yeah, I guess we're getting along on my chemo, right? I mean, if my hair is falling out, then, I don't know. This is my first time doing cancer twice. So, do you know what I mean? So, those of you going through treatment, I hope you're doing okay. All right. I don't forget about you guys. I think about you guys all the time, right? So if you want to leave a comment, give us an update, all right, on how you're doing. Because yeah, I do think about you guys. All right. And I said it last time, that just being honest, sometimes it almost feels unfair. I don't know that I'm feeling this good, during my chemo. And I was talking to one of the nurses about it. She's like, yeah, it's crazy how some people get the same exact, cocktail. One person gets really, really sick, and the other person, it doesn't bother them that much. And one of you asked, what is my cocktail this time? So it's, if I remember right, it's Abraxane and, wait, hang on. I have to look it up. Wait, just hang on. Edit. It's Abraxane, paclitaxel, protein bound. I don't know. And then Gemzar, gemcitabine, something like that. And then, wait a second. Zofran, ondansetron. Yeah, but so they gave me Zofran as a drip, and then, now I'm confused. This other, I don't know, is it? I don't know. I just do what they tell me. Right? So, all right, let's, how far along are we? I have to do some editing and figure out if my story. Yeah, okay, wait, hang on. Hang on. Sorry. Sorry, you guys. I'm a little bit frenetic today. Frenetic? Yeah, I think that's it. It's 3 a.m. All right, so I'm just going to summarize instead of reading it. But so when I was a kid, we would go up to my grandma and grandpa's farm in Hinckley, Minnesota, and we had lutefisk and krumkaka and all kinds of. No, we didn't. We never had lutefisk. I tried it once. Jeez. And then I decided it works a lot better for cleaning the wheels on my car, right? But I would go up to the farm, and I was just a weird little nerd, kind of a geek kid, you guys. And so I would walk up and down the gravel road looking for agates. And OMG, I found some big, beautiful, I don't know, they're somewhere in a second bedroom in a little pouch. But I found some gorgeous agates just walking along this dirt road in Hinckley. So, and I remember seeing a rock, and it wasn't an agate, but I just thought, what the heck, I'm 10 years old or whatever. So I threw it onto another rock, and it busted open, and it was really pretty inside, and so I was just going to go and throw it, in the ditch or down the road or something. And so I went back like this and did like a tennis, a tennis forehand kind of a thing. Well, it had a jagged piece sticking out, and I clipped my thigh. A surgical incision. It was precise, and I still have the scar now. The scar is about that wide, well, that long. And so it just bled and bled. It didn't hurt, hardly at all, because I severed all of the nerve endings or whatever, but it was fairly deep, and so at the time we were having this big whoop-de-doo get-together. Bunch of aunts and uncles were over, and they were having a big picnic in the front yard. So I come walking up the driveway, blood like down my leg, and everybody's like, Jimmy, what happened? I'm like, well, I was just looking for agates, and I cracked one open, and I threw it, and it just, big, So what did they do? Yeah, no hospital, nothing like that. Just, I don't even remember. I don't think they did anything. Maybe some duct tape or something. We'll just do this, and, it'll be fine. So that's why I've got this big scar, Now they've got new stuff. I saw an ad. They've got new stuff now where if you have an incision or, not a contusion, but yeah, they've got this liquid skin. You just put it right on the open wound, and it just heals. And it's, then they've got these really cool bandages you stick on there, and I'm not sure how they work, but they go like this or something. You pull on the strings, and it pulls the wound tight. So heck yeah, I'm going to have that in my hiking backpack when I'm out in the middle of the desert, by myself. 65-year-old out in the desert, what could go wrong? All right. So yeah. But yeah, it was just kind of not really that funny of a story, but everybody, all the adults, like jumped out of their chairs. I'm just bleeding. Everybody freaked out. I'm like, well, it doesn't hurt, So I don't know. Well, that was kind of a letdown, you guys. It really wasn't that funny of a story, but I don't know. I picked one out by random. So, this might be a short video, you guys. I think I might cut it off. I'm going to try to go back to bed. And, yeah, I'll bring, Muffy. I don't know what, my antipsychotic is working good, you guys. So, okay, stop it. All right. So thanks for being here, you guys. Hope you're all doing well. And yeah, have a good Saturday. All right. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Okay. How's that sound? I should think of something different. I don't know. So, all right, you guys. Talk to you later. Thanks for all your comments. You guys are awesome. All right. See you later. Bye.
Science.